I think we are live. Let's start reading the comments. So, welcome everyone. I'm Pradeep from Armwrestling News. Some of you may know me. Simone, Eric Spoto, overhyped AF. Mm, I mean, we can say that after today. We can say that. No need for this pop filter because I'm not doing voiceovers. Okay. Hopefully, my audio is clear. Please, guys, give me some feedback. Charles Gardner. I couldn't believe Mike let him get on his side of the table and pulled through, right? That was amazing. Either Mike leveled up or Spoto needs to start training more arm wrestling movements. Spoto looked very disappointed. Yeah, and he also looked kind of gassed out after the first round. Obviously, Mike has not leveled up. He cannot level up in a couple of months. So it is it has something to do with Eric. Hyper people has this idea of Mike being bad or something. For me, Mike Ayello is one of the most likable dudes in arm wrestling, and whenever you ask him, he is always like, even for this match on Facebook, his prediction was that he's going to lose 6-0. He forgot that this match is best of 5. He said that I will lose this match 6-0. So even he brought up the he hype, Eric Porto hyper again. It's true that he might be inconsistent sometimes, probably doesn't take the training up to a match as seriously as he should. Some of his matches, he hasn't really competed anywhere. Competition, you cannot ignore competition experience, but just look back at his predictions. Whose predictions? He's wrong 9 out of 10 times. When did we start talking about Michael Todd? Oh, Mike, by Mike you mean Michael Todd or Mike Ayello? So who is wrong? I'm confused. OKKO. I'm back. Glad, brother, glad. Blob, noob. What are you typing in? As usual, Cats Bond. Welcome, buddy. As usual, Devon overhyping someone, aka Spoto. That is why some people get tagged on the only pancake champion. Oh, practice champion, sorry. Practice champion, yes, yes. Eric Spoto said that he's going to get a lot of hate for at least 4 or 5 months till he takes his redemption, and he's okay with that. He said I can't blame anyone for that. Maybe Devon, maybe we should blame Devon for the hate that he's going to get. Hyper, but just change the subject once he was proven again wrong. Okay, what's up, bro? Shubham Yadav, welcome, brother, welcome. Devon limits mythical mask. Live, Pradeep. What? Nice. I've been doing live for about 14 weeks right now. Glad that you are here for the first time. Welcome, brother. Scott Evans, arm wrestling. As usually, Kody Merrit represented Utah mighty well again. Tactical arms of Utah. Kody Merrit is a beast. Maybe I would say that he is number one in North America, left-handed right now, and maybe top 5 in the world. Cats Bond. This shows that no matter what your potential, it always takes 3 4 years of competing and not only practice to be world level. Definitely, the fastest guy to achieve success in super heavyweight might be Kordecha in recent times. If I'm not wrong, he only has 4 years experience in the sport. Maybe the exception. He has about 5 or maybe 6 years of experience, from what I know, from what I have heard him speak. Devon limits mythical mask. Please mention John Brazing's trolling of Larrett last night. Epic video, 5,000 live views and 1,000 likes. Collab of MMT and Brazing. So there are two videos. First, I watched completely the first one on Michael Todd's channel, and the second one I only got to watch half of that, about 30 35 minutes on John Brazing's channel. Yeah, but John is getting good with the trolls. Where are you going, buddy? I love this channel. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Devon limits, you deleted your message. No problem. Type it again. SSEN. Spoto has been practicing for years. They say, okay. Looks like he's been practicing on his appendage all the time. Hype job, no relevant experience. Good riddance. Okay, so Devon, when Devon says that he has been competing since forever, like when he was a kid, he has been arm wrestling since he was a kid. So that I was, even at that time I was thinking, how is this relevant? Like, if I was arm wrestling when I was 13 14 years old, not competing, just arm wrestling with my dad or my brother or my friends, it doesn't really make me a arm wrestler, does it? So that's what I was thinking, and maybe we all were right. Practice wins matter. Is something like Black Lives Matter or that? Great. Yes, practice wins does matter if you know what you're doing. Like if someone stonewalls someone in a practice, like he's not coming back, the other guy in a couple of months to beat him, right? If both are honest with themselves, then practice wins do matter. Like Hermes Gasparini. I was the only one who was saying that maybe we should not just title him a table side table champion, Hermes Gasparini. Maybe he felt something on that side table after the match that none of us did. So maybe he is sure because he got some information from that practice pool, and he did get some information from that. So he ended up beating Matt Mask after that. Hyper. Now, I did mention that much of the Spoto hype was from Devon, but pointing out that Devon is terrible predicting. Devon was being really good at predicting for like last 5-10 matches, maybe. Maybe he's back on his usual trend again. Brazink Cup, November 20th, Salt Lake City, Utah at Cheers. Thanks, brother, for mentioning some latest news for some of us. November 20th, Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay. The Kaidno. Have you seen Monster Michael Todd and John Brising practice video? MMT looked impressive, but I have not seen. But I think John will get at least one pin. I have not seen any of the practice pulls. Did Michael upload something on his Instagram? Because I don't think anything is there on YouTube yet. 14 weeks, nice dude. 14 weeks. Oh, okay, live stream. Yeah, yeah, about 14. Could be 13, could be 15, but 14 is a good estimate. Bob Seaver, what is where is that practice video? Yeah, exactly what I was asking. Michael Todd hands were looking strong in his last video. Okay, very informative updates from you all the time. Excellent job, Pradeep. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Ibrahim Zul Kifli. Okay, thanks, brother. Okay, ko, do you still have cold? Almost. No, I'm okay now. Remember, just got well a couple of days ago. You remember that? Devon limits medical mask. Remember to like the video now if you are in the live chat. Thanks for mentioning. Please ask people to make comments at the end and like videos also. Boost growth. Okay, thanks. Guys, please like the video and please comment even after the video ends. So it gets recommended to more people. Rebecca Todd has this like well narrated line. He just keeps on saying things. And John Brising was saying that is a lot to say at once. Do you still have cold? Okay, KO. I think I need to put you on hold, timeout or something. Put user on timeout. Maybe if you do that again, I can permanently hide you from my channel. That can also work. At John's house after practice, okay? Please also mention that Neil Pickup New Arm Wars channel is now released, which we need to grow before the documentary. Did I miss on a lot of things in this 1 week? No, I think I remember Neil Pickup said that the new channel is going to be created on Christmas. So what did I miss here? Neil Pickup tagged me on his post. He mentioned my channel. So let me check that again. First, read me. Let me read some message. Is weed legal in India? Man, I don't really know. Maybe no. I don't think so. In India, Indian government doesn't really accept these things so easily and widely. Okay, bro. Are you 10 or what? Stop with this spam. No, he has stopped. 300 seconds. Okay, great. How long Michael can hold Levan with his king's move, you think? 0 seconds. Okay. Eric mentioned it 0 seconds. I was about to say the same. Luigi Manzelli, maybe about zero point 0.1 seconds at the most. Pepona official, do you think Gennady will lose both fights? So, first one is against Hermes. I remember well that I said that Hermes is going to win that match because Gennadi's weakness is his wrist, and Hermes is one of the best top rollers out there. And I also know that that match is going to be stopped somewhere like this. He is going to jam the match. There is no way. I don't think there is any possible way where Hermes can just beat Gennady with his top roll. Not happening. He will jam his elbow for sure, like he did against Levan, and he beat Levan with a flop press, Gennady Kvipina. So he's going to do that for sure against Hermes. But what I'm positive about why Hermes is going to win, because Hermes has a fast transition to a press that he did against Michael Todd. But he had taken his hand and then pressed him to the pad. That is why I said that Hermes is going to win. For sure, Hermes needs the press to finish Gennady. He's not going to do that just with his top roll. But I think he will press him. 4 times? Maybe. I'm hopeful. But Gennady will for sure stop the match here in the straps. If Hermes is able to pin Gennady like Alex Cordecha did without straps in 2018, then it is a different. But I don't think Hermes has that much power in his arm to take him to the pad, because it is not just about hand when you want to pin someone outside of straps. Okay. Type Arm Wars new channel. Okay. Weed is marijuana. Travis B. Guys, Travis B, thank you very much for being a member on this channel. And if you also want to become a member of this channel, you can. I don't know how to do that. The dollar sign gives you the option. Devon limits mythical mask. It is released without any new footage yet, Pradeep, apart from the trailer. Okay. Got it. Indian charas has famous all over the world. Okay. Charas ganja. Devon. If you type Armor's new channel, okay, I read that. I think John will pin Devon once. Your thought? I don't think John will pin Devon. Michael Todd, I heard Michael Todd say that. Michael say even after practicing with John, Michael said that Devon is the favorite to win this match, but he believes that John can take one round. But I don't think it is going to happen. The only way that John can take one round from Devon is outside of straps, just like 2015. If the match stopped when the match stopped in 2015, even then John couldn't pin Devon. So I don't think there is any way that inside the straps John is able to do anything with Devon right now. And even outside of straps, Devon has focused a lot on slipping after that 2015 event. So I think Devon will get the slip, maybe down there, maybe it could be a slip in losing positions, but I'm almost sure that Bill Collins is not going to call that. If Bill Collins is the referee is not confirmed yet, as far as I know. Hi, greetings from Wales. Thanks for the stream. Thanks, Keith Thomas. Thank you very much. Cats Bond. The match with Cordecha might influence Hermes' match. Okay, on 21st. So Cordecha versus Hermes is on 21st, and I think it is going to be a really close match, like really close. I would not be surprised at all if Alex takes some pins from Hermes, because his hand is great. Both of them have great hands. Has only 3 weeks to recover, right? The giant hornet. Wait, what? Tube Karcher. If there's anything if there's anything these recent matches taught us, okay, it is what we should not listen to the prediction of arm wrestlers, right? And I'll take the example of chess game. I'm sure you have watched someone play chess, so it is very easy to spot their errors. But if you are involved in that game, some kind of involved in that game, or your buddy is involved in that game, it is really difficult for the arm wrestlers to predict them matches. Like for difficult for Ryan to predict Laughlin's matches, difficult for Michael to predict Corey West's matches, difficult for Devon to predict Eric Spoto's matches. But we can see that because we are not emotionally connected to them. ESPN1337. Travis Bagent should be the ref. Travis Bagent will foul him out. Travis is really good at starting matches. And This is what we also talked about in the previous live stream, so we'll just touch on it. And it happens only in North America, where players are kind of larger than life pictures, athletes, when compared to the referees. In every other country, arm wrestlers listen to referees, but in North America, referees listen to arm wrestlers. You can always see them arguing with the players. I mean, I cannot understand the concept of referee, the need of referee, that the referee has to talk with players to explain them why he fouled them out. You fouled them out, just get over with it, man. But I have seen in competitions, the referees, just even with the pros, not only like beginners with me, and even with the pros, I've seen that if the referee just looks at you, he wants you, and you don't listen, he will foul you out. This is what happens in India almost always. But when you start getting to really high level matches, high stakes involved, then the referees kind of start to surrender to the players. If the rules don't change, hyper, all rounds will start in strap pretty much, no ref grip. I think the rules should change, like attempt to grip. Devon wanted that against Michael Todd. You should have to make some efforts to grip, and if you don't, then it should be a foul. Slip should be, and foul should restart, not directly in the straps. Did anyone remove my message? Plot recap. No, no, no. No moderator is here, and I have not done anything. EG Hedwig. Have you played any state championship or national? I've been kind of unlucky. Two, three times I've been to arm wrestling competitions. All of them were nationals. And there is no novice, amateur, or pro classes in India. Like all competitions are common for everyone. I still won three matches in my first competition and two in my second. Left-handed, obviously. I can't really do anything with after my shoulder surgery. Right-handed. Trubin destroyed Kordecha in top eight. Right, right. I remember that well. But at that time, Kordecha was barely beating, who's the stocky turtleback guy. He was barely beating Rustam Babayev, and he lost to Krasimir. And I think Kordecha would destroy Krasimir right now. Kordecha is the one who we can really say that he has leveled up in last months, maybe 1 or 2 years. If we are going to be neutral about this, in 2015 match, John made elbow fouls on the flash pins, so this time he might get called. Okay, but also Devon is stronger and John is weaker. So yeah, I think I did not notice the elbow fouls. I watched that match many times. Maybe I'll have to look carefully. I think Hermes kryptonite is long arms. Maybe I'm worried about his height, Kodecha's height. Can you make me admin, Jonathan? I We don't really need admins here. Okay, I'll make you. Wait, first let me read. Please also mention that arm wrestling has been mentioned on the British Broadcasting Corporation in BBC this weekend. This is a rare occurrence and a good sign for the growth of the sport. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, buddy, I did not get to see that as well. What was the mention? Arm Wars event or something else? Hey Pradeep, Adam ST. Hope you're well, buddy. I'm doing great, man. Well, what date is Hermes versus Cordecha? 21st November? It is, I think. I just checked Mike's channel. Why did you block me? KO, okay, you are back again. Because you are doing the same thing that you're doing right now. So I have to, unfortunately, no, okay, I'll give you one more chance. I'm going to put you on timeout again. If you do this again, I'll have to permanently hide you from this channel. Okay, buddy? Hope you don't mind. And I'm sorry, I'm having to do that. I have to do that. Devon limits my tickle mask. Please, please. My Instagram is same, like Arm Wrestling News, and Facebook is Pradeep. If you can send me the link, that would be really helpful. I'd really appreciate that. I just checked Mike's channel and on Instagram there is no MMT versus Brazil practice footage. I have not seen it. If anyone knows if arm wrestling is being mentioned on mainstream USA, India, Malaysian, Russian, and Arabian news and media websites. Yes, yes, arm wrestling when Rahul Panekar defeated Larry Wheels in that friendly super match, that was covered by almost like not the TV news channels, but the online channels of the news channels or posts, blogs by big news channels. Almost everyone covered it. The Kayed no. Michael Todd said to John that he thought it would be an even match between them yesterday. Still now, right? Michael, the way Michael Todd arm wrestles for him, almost everyone looks like a close match. Whether it is Derek Smith and I've not seen that footage, but Derek Smith, I'm sure he would have looked more dominant against Michael Todd than John Brezink. I heard Michael say that he was able to take his wrist finally, but I think he must have looked dominant against Michael Todd. I hate that in the USA. Okay, you're talking about the referees. As we may be able to get arm wrestling listed as a minority sports tab on their websites with a new growing momentum online. We can talk about news. I can do something. I was talking with the Armbet guys to have a Armbet news section, because right now on Devon's Armbet application there is nothing which forces you, or why would we want to come back to their website, to their app, because there is nothing there. If we get in contact with the arm wrestlers near us, we take their WhatsApp numbers or Facebook IDs, and then we can contact them over there. And Armbet app is like way over there, never used. So why would people come back to that Armbet? And then we came up with the idea of Armbet news, but nothing did really happen. Maybe we'll do something about it in the future. Armbet news. Michael is just chatting. Was he had to okay. He was at Brazing's house. Okay. Michael looked like a genuine fan of John Brazing when he was sitting there with John Brazing. As we may be able to get. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Refusing to grip should be fault and slip on losing position. Lost round, right? ESPN block him again. Okay. Love the channel. I learned so much from your analysis. Jack Zeldon. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. GA. Great show, Pradeep. Don't you find it odd that John Brazing seems to still be in the dark about the rules of this King of the Table match against Devil? I don't think he's in the dark. He posted a video about that. But whatever Devon wanted in the Michael Todd match on May 28th, those rules suit John Brezink in that match. So there should be no doubt. Whatever Devon just asked for the Michael Todd match, same rules should be there in this match. And John will be totally fine with that. Like, you have to grip, you have to grip. No 30-second straight to the straps rule. If you don't grip, it should be a foul. All these favor John Brezink. Plot recapped: direct straps without a proper slip is a garbage rule, right? You are completely taking away one part of the game. Like, some arm wrestlers are really a master in that technique. Like, number one that comes to my mind is Cobra Rhodes. He was really good with his exploding hand technique, grabbing people with the fingers. RBJ is also really good at that. So if you are implying that 30-second strap rule, you are taking away from those arm wrestlers their biggest ace in the game, and you can really tire out someone with just grabbing their fingers. You should never let them slip. So yeah, I agree, it should not happen. No point in having a strong hand, right? Yeah, big difference between Kordecha then and now. Okay. P, is it Pebnaful Mohammed with a super chat? Good morning, Pradeep. Mohammed here. Thank you very much again, sir. Had to come to work unfortunately on Sunday. I just came from work, man. It is about what, almost 2125 right now. I came from work too, and extra double shift. Do you think Mike Ayello is a formidable opponent for John Brazink? Interesting question, because when when did we saw John Brezink or Mike Ayello get top rolled. Like in a hook, for sure, the match is going to be crazy close. Maybe if Paul Lane was genuinely able to take John Brezink in a hook, which John said that he forced him in a hook. So if Paul was able to take John nearly to the pad in a hook, maybe Mike Hello can pin him. But I think John is too experienced that he will take him off center. In a hook, I would favor Mike Hello at this point of time in John's career. Man, it could be a really good match. Like Mike Ayello, once he gets in his spot, is really difficult to beat. You can watch the 2014 Devon Light versus Mike Ayello match. In a deep hook, Devon really had to give everything to beat Mike. And Chan Shaw kind of flat-handed Mike Ayello. He was not able to fully take his hand, but he beat him easily. So maybe John can do that too. Maybe he can. I would go 60-40, 60%, but definitely not a very bad match. Not a very bad match. If Mike Hello can get in his spot. That's all I can say. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for the super chat. Okay. Where was I? Edgar Ellerman, welcome back again, brother. If MMT admitted that John has a better than good chance to beat Devon, he would be. Oh shit! Where did the chat go? He would be admitting that John is a lot stronger than himself. Right. Michael Todd has to take care of a lot of things when he speaks. KO, okay. Permanent ban, okay, ESPN. Last chance. It was his last chance. Everyone deserves a last chance. Wunder Nebe. Pradeep, do you know the new arm wrestling format from Germany on YouTube that is very popular? Very similar to Strength Wars. It is very entertaining. No. Sorry, brother. Please, DM me on Instagram or something. Troop culture. Hermes relies a lot, or please explain here if you can type that much. Hermes relies a lot on incredibly strong hands, so longer arms could be a weakness for sure. I know it was a practice pull, and even Hermes even said that he even told Vitali not to go on certain places, not to hit on him. But still, he was kind of able to deal with the longer hand. But maybe yes, it can be a problem for him. Voice of Arm Wrestling, Coach Ray in the house. Welcome, sir. Welcome. What's up, Pradeep? Doing great. Doing great. The Statue of Libertad Leret. KO, I can see why. KO, okay. Whatever you, okay, KO. Sorry, brother, it is the last time you're typing anything with at least this account on my channel. Coach Ray in the house. Hopefully, you're still here. Maybe I can transfer some of the questions to you and make my job easy. Lagia also in the house. And Lagi, how do I pronounce that? Can someone explain here? Hi, Pradeep. Keith Whitaker here, a well-known and respected arm wrestling referee was mentioned. Who? The angle of the media article was on Keith being the UK's current only female arm wrestling referee. Okay. Oh, you're talking about that on the being on the mainstream arm wrestling. Ban this guy again. Say it again. Okay. This is so annoying. I'm going to leave. Calignator, no. If you are still there, please stay. I've hidden him from the channel. No more comments from him. John pinned Michael a few times. Toop Karcher. Apparently, Derek Smith couldn't. Okay. Probably because you kept asking the same question over and over. Okay, you're answering too. Okay, KO. That. Hey, okay, KO, brother. Hope you're enjoying the live chat, reading to all the comments. John practice was on yesterday Monsters channel. Okay. Bro, okay, KO is back on another channel. We know it's you, RVJ. RVJ would never do something like that. Plot recapped. I mean, who isn't a John Brezink fan, everyone? Hey, Levan Gasparini begged to be your moderator yet? Has Levan Gasparini begged to be David Pryor? No, I made him a moderator myself, as far as I remember. But yes, he is a moderator on my channel. Edgar Ellerman, What's the reason they don't do referee's grip in King of the? They do set grip. I think this is set grip is kind of unique to WL. And how is it different? Referee's grip, they close your thumbs and everything, and set grip. I am not able to remember exactly, but they use set grip, not referee's grip. A little bit different, somewhere between you gripping up yourself and the referee's grip. Somewhere between these two is what we call a set grip. Thomas Quivedo, okay. I would like to see Khaled versus Derek Smith. Could be interesting. But I think Derek is tall, long enough that he can force Khalid in a hook right now. I think, especially on his pancake diet. Adam Hesse, Mike lost to Chance months ago. I think John Easy wins. Against who? Mike Ayello? Okay, Bob Seaver. Thomas again. No way that Ayello can do something to John. Ayello couldn't take Chan Shaw's hand, right? John couldn't take Chan Shaw's hand, so I would not agree with that comment. John couldn't take his hand either. Pin them all on wrestling channel is like Strength Wars. Okay, pin them all. Watch it. Just a second. Michael Monster Toddler. Would you rather fight a tiger or a gorilla? One of the best and most difficult questions I've ever gotten. Tiger or gorilla? I cannot outrun a tiger, and I would have to see how fast gorillas can run. My only chance is outrunning these two. I'm not going to fight anyone. I am very clear with my priorities in what I need to do in situations. Okay, I don't have time to search a gorilla speed, but I would say I'm assuming I can run at about top speed 34, 35 kilometers per hour. Maybe gorilla cannot do that. Unless we are in a jungle. I think I can outrun a gorilla. Gorilla, I would say. Do you have any social media account of Arthur Makarov? I have not seen him. I'm following a lot of European guys on Instagram, but I've not searched for him apparently. Betella de Cosas Gorilla, okay. Brainly. Brian Lee, sorry. Pradeep, did John ever mention why he didn't pull with Vovoda again after their only battle at Nemirov? He said that he wanted a rematch after that. That's what I can remember. But I don't remember him having any matches after between 2005 and 2007. I think 5 was against Travis Bagent, I guess, left-handed, and 7 was against Michael Todd. I Sorry, I couldn't really answer your question with precision. But he wanted it was on Vovoda's part. He was not interested in having matches. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Sorry. Brian. Ask to that to Vovoda. He did not show up. Yes, yes. I think Vovoda, it has to do something with Vovoda. He did not want to arm wrestle at that time. Calignated, thanks for booting that guy. So annoying. Okay. Devon again. Hi, Pradeep. Yes, when I mentioned Keith, White Taker or is it Whitaker? Whitaker, okay. It was with respect to the BBC News article. Thank you for mentioning again. Excellent sign for the sport. I hope it gives creators worldwide to approach their own national media. Stacy Morgan told me something, not with the media, but he said I should collab with some of the big Indian channels. I should share my plan with them about arm wrestling. Maybe they can help me a little bit. At first, I thought they are fitness channels or some other channels, vlog channels. What do they want to do with arm wrestling? But maybe I should try. If Ayello pulled super matches like most elite, I will read your chapati comment in a minute. If Ayello only pulled super matches like most elite, do he would be considered much better? Okay, super matches, right? Ayello is pulling a lot of super matches and tournaments. He goes to arm wrestle whenever he can. I don't think tourneys favor his all muscle style. That Chan Shaw format was BS. I don't think it counts. Okay, you are talking about the 4-man format, and it was totally confusing for everyone. Maybe everyone should pull super matches if you are looking at the popularity. Mark Skigera. Hello, Charlie Chapati. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you too. Tiger would be easier to tackle. Oh, don't, don't be delusional, as yet. How are you going to tackle a tiger? Strongest cat in the world. Have you ever seen a tiger in the wild? Wild? No, no, only in zoos. Fair enough. Okay, Gennady will surprise everyone. Okay, gorilla top speed is 40 kilometers per hour. It means I have to be. I'm dead. There is no chance. I'll just stand. It has worked. I have seen this work against gorillas. You just stand still, do not move, and it kind of works against gorillas. I would still choose a gorilla. Who do you think is the real top eight right now? I have said many times I cannot answer this question. For me, number one is Levan. For me, number two is Vitali, and number three, four, five, six, seven could be anyone out of Dave Chaffee, Michael Todd, Devon Larrett, Dimitri Trubin, and one more guy, maybe Hermes Gasperini. Out of these fives, anyone could be placed anywhere from three to seven, and then maybe eight is Alex Cordacha. If he can beat, who can beat Alex Cordacha? Jerry, maybe Jerry can beat him. Jerry would be a good match for Cordacha, but not for Vitali or Levon. Like, I won't take any name. Okay, good Levant. Could Levant top roll a gorilla? Gorilla. I used to watch these videos on Discovery channels, the strength comparison between animals and human beings, and they said like, unless you can shoulder press a 2,000 pound car, you cannot fight a gorilla or something like that. They are very strong. Gennady won't surprise anyone. He is stronger than Levan everywhere but hand and wrist. In the straps, he wins Levan. Hermes is top three though. I don't think Gennady beats Levan anywhere at this point of time. In my opinion, number two, Brian. Plot recapped. Who is number two? Brian Lee. In terms of goatness, where do you think Pushkar ranks among the greats? Pushkar in the greats. Like greatness and greatness topic is really confusing, and I was very happy to see someone mention the number of criteria that should be considered. Evan said that the Beerman guy. Evan said that there should be a lot of criterias for arm wrestling, and John Brizing for him was number one only in the longevity or number of titles. Like he said, does not have the strongest arm, or he said many things like that. So right now, the widely accepted criteria for determining the goat number one is longevity. Like when we say John Brizing is the number one in the world, we almost always mean that what he did cannot be duplicated. Okay, so he was dominant from his late teens to maybe his 50s. So very long career, and it is impossible to do that right now. Like 18 19-year old John Brizing is not winning over the top if it happens today. 19 No one 19-year old is going to beat the top super heavyweights in today's time. Not happening. So if longevity is the criteria, you need to be dominant for 30-40 years. I don't think anyone is ever going to replace John Brizink. If John Brizink was born today and maybe he gets on a very high pancake diet, still a 19-year-old John Brizink cannot win top 8 right now. So goatness, where is the question? Where do you think Pushkar ranks among the greats? So I would have Denis Siplenkov above Pushkar, because even though Pushkar may have more titles than Denis, and I don't want to get into the drug tested and non drug tested league argument here, but Dennis has a what, 50 to 4 pins, something like that record against Andre Pushkar. So I cannot rank Andre Pushkar above Dennis for that matter. So I would have Dennis above him and then John above him. So maybe number three, all time goatness. Levan can replace him if he continues for another few years. This is depending on the longevity. No hungry gorilla faster. Okay. Best gorilla. Top 8. I read the comment. I think I caught up with the comments. Pradeep, the BBC article also discussed the UKPAL professional arm wrestling tournament, which takes place very shortly. Zloty is not happening this time. Okay. UKPL, okay. PL Russia, PL USA, PL UK. Got it. And there will be live streamed footage on Paul Maiden's channel, as far as I know. Another good piece of information. Thank you very much. And I got to know that you are from UK. Good. It would be amazing if you tell me your name as well. Mark. Michael Monster. Love the name. Where are you going, buddy? Billy Shoop. Love the channel, bro. You do an awesome job. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll try to do my best. Animals won't attack you most of the time. You're fine. Okay, thanks. Thanks for saving my life. Thanks for making me feel comfortable. Mark, he asked me who will I choose to fight. The answer should have been no one. Like I won't fight everyone, anyone. Pradeep, are you coming to Dubai? Mark, did you contact me on Facebook? I think it was Facebook. No, brother, I cannot. My job is such that I cannot leave my country, unfortunately. तुसी आ जाओ. Sorry, brother, I won't be able to come. Michael looked shocked at John's strength. Okay, John says that he's as strong as he has ever been. Amazing, right? And Michael thought there is something really wrong with Michael's pronation right now. Corey West is cupping Michael almost in a hook, and that never used to happen before. Devon contained him without the straps. I would have never imagined that someone could control Michael like that. Michael always slips very easily. Not like that. He does this slip like that. But right now he's not being able to do that for some reason. And inside the straps, it is worse for Michael. The question is, can Hermes beat Dave Chaffee? This is going to be a really, really great match. I definitely think that Hermes is going to take Dave Chaffee's wrist. I do think that. And I have never seen Dave Chaffee beat someone like that with a broken wrist. Maybe he can. Pushkar was one of the most natural looking super heavies. Okay. Brock Tong Dog. After January, this will be real top 8. Levan, Vitali, Gennady, Devon, Hermes, Dave, MT, Brazink. No, Brazink is not in the top 8. I don't think so. Like Jerry. I think Jerry would beat John Brazink anytime they arm wrestle right now. Why Google still shows John is the strongest arm wrestler in the world? Google shows that John Brazink has a world record in arm wrestling. How can you make a world record like by pinning most people? I don't. 98 people in the house. Please, everyone, don't leave till the number gets to 100. Maybe it was 100 earlier. I did not see that. Billy, your accent is freaking awesome, bro. Love it, Billy from Baltimore. Okay, brother, thank you. I don't really know if you're being serious or not, but thank you very much, anyways. KO, okay. Sorry, you made another account. Great. Sorry about all that nonsense, bro. I love your videos. Thank you very much. Why Google still show? Okay, I read that. Mikhail in the house. Thank you, brother, for being here again. Who has to be ranked higher? The guy who is stronger 364 days a year, or the one who can show up once a year stronger? I asked this question, this very same question, to the Fix crew. I sent an email or maybe private personal DM to Neil Pickup that please ask this question on the Fix. And my question was not directly related to arm wrestling, because I knew those guys have a big image. Like, they're people look up to their words, all of them. Ryan Bowen, Coach Ray, and Neil Pickup. So I clearly knew that they are not going to answer this directly if I relate this to arm wrestlers. So I tried to act smart. What I did, I said that, Neil, please ask the Fix crew if who would you consider as the GOAT? If Usain Bolt, who dominated for 3 Olympics, or that one guy who just shows up for one race and runs the 100-meter in 9.2 seconds, say, and retires immediately the next day. And I said that I would consider that 9.2 guy GOAT because he performed the best. He was the best that anyone has ever been, clearly. So, who would you consider the GOAT? I'm asking you guys. Someone who runs 9.2 for only one race in his life and retires immediately, or Usain Bolt who dominates three Olympics? And as expected, maybe I did not expect that at that time. As expected, nobody answered that question directly on the fixed crew. Coach Ray, voice of arm wrestling, if you are still here, you remember you also did not give me a clear answer. Usain Bolt or that other guy? No one did. And these questions are really difficult. I don't know, for some reason, I can always give you one word answers, but I have never met anyone who can give me one word clear answers. Brian Lee, Pradeep, did you see Pavlov's matches against Jerome Loud? I actually made a video. I've recorded audio and edited the audio also. So I just need to add some photos and videos on top of that. And I'll upload the video in about, I would say, 30 minutes after this live stream ends. So in about 45 minutes from now. Please watch the video and subscribe to the channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, let me see if a couple of subscribers go up in count. 7127, please subscribe to the channel. 88 of you guys. Did anyone? Okay, sorry, no. So yes, I watched both of them matches, left and right handed. Ron Bath is still a beast at his age. He should have a super match with John next year. It could be really amazing. Dennis below Pushkar because he competed like only once or twice a year, whereas Pushkar competed everywhere he could. He possibly was the most effective arm wrestler of all time. I agree, but you destroy everyone. Like, I'm Dennis and you are, okay, let's make it. You are Dennis and I'm Pushkar. I go everywhere, beat everyone, win almost anything. But whenever I arm wrestle you, you always beat me. So I cannot understand how can I be ranked above you. Maybe there should be a different ranking for tournaments and super matches. But in tournaments also, Dennis used to beat Pushkar. LNB, John is no way as strong as he used to be, right? He has a great hand and wrist, but he is not as strong. No shot. Right. He has a great hand and wrist, but nowhere near as strong as it was 5 years, one decade, or 2 decade ago. These go to 11. Does anyone think Hermes can beat Devon right now? Good match. I would love to see that match. I cannot make a prediction on that match. Maybe Devon can. Maybe Devon can beat him because Hermes has almost no game if he's taken onto the B side, on the losing side. I have never seen him come back from here and win. And Devon can take you there. Human. Ranking ATG. ATG, what is it? I cannot understand the full form of ATG. In arm wrestling can be all over the place. Dennis has some wins, but little longevity. Pushkar has best tournament puller ever, right? But lost with a lot of Dennis and so on, right? Akash Chopra, thank you, brother, for being here. Remy, Hermes would give a very good match to Devon, but Devon would still be on top. Okay, maybe you're right. 100 now. Okay, I'm lagging behind in chat. It means. Okay, do you struggle to make video? Do job at Air Force makes videos on YouTube? Job at Air Force and makes videos on YouTube. With job, how did do you? Why would you think I'm working at Air Force? So yes, having a job and making videos is sometimes difficult. Like, I just came from my work and I would have uploaded this video. I should have uploaded this videos. Then I can ask you guys that you could go to watch that video when you leave this live chat. So I wasn't able to do that. I'll have to upload it after this ends. Where was I? Where was I? Man, how why am I losing this chat? Sorry for waking you. Wait. Okay. Armies would be a okay. 100 now. Pradeep, yes, it was 100 live earlier. Okay, please like the video and it will boost it further. 76 likes. Please take it to 80, guys, and I will be really thankful. Monster Todd told, okay, Monster told John was his top 5 in yesterday's video. John was top 5. Current John? No way. If John said that, if Michael Todd said that, then Ray Strong, where are you? You need to start a delusional Michael Todd series as well, maybe. Always good stuff. I appreciate your input, Daniel Rayleigh. Thank you very much. Monster Todd is always exaggerated. Run. Hyper. That's more or less what Vovoda did. Okay. Akash Chopra 9.2 GOAT. What is that? I'm being serious, Billy. Accent is cool. I have an accent too, and the girls like it. Okay. And accent has really helped me. At first, I thought, man, people wouldn't watch my videos because of my accent, or why would they listen to a guy sitting in India who doesn't even really compete at high level? But then it kind of worked in my favor because they people saw something different. If I was a regular guy living in US or UK and making these videos, it doesn't have something different to it. But being from India, like, it immediately clicks in people's mind something different. So that worked in my favor. That I was really happy. I'm still really happy after that. That with the goat is a matter of perspective. Okay, Vovoda won plenty of tournaments before beating John. He wasn't a flash in the pan. Okay, Pradeep, do you train for arm wrestling? Are you just someone who loves watching it? There are phases when I train for arm wrestling, and then I stop for a month or two, then I train again. But I just love competing on the table, not so much doing arm wrestling movements in the gym. But whenever I get a chance to grip with someone, I will always do. I have a table and I have to call my friends to come to my home, please arm wrestle with me. Man, really tough job to ask people to arm wrestle you if you don't have any arm wrestlers living near you. Really tough job. Akash Chopra, if you're still here, Akash Chopra has helped me with some of the table time. Okay. Edgar, when are we going to have pay per view super matches in US? And I'll talk about it. Just let me ask. Okay. Pay per view super matches in US. Great question. And genuinely think that we should have more pay per view matches, and you don't really need to have big, huge logistics or online setups for that. Simple thing, there is, when you click on the dollar sign, it asks you to join, like it asks you to join as a member. So you can just make a member live stream, like king of the table pay per view, like a members for that, for, and have it for $5. Let people sign up for $5, and I would say it is the easiest. You cannot imagine how many people are skip it the process between when they see how can I buy the pay-per-view for king of the table. Oh, I need to go to core sports website, I need to log into that, create an account, then I need to have a credit card to order that pay-per-view. It is a long process, and I would say it kills the interest of at least 50% of people that would like to buy that pay-per-view. And if you do that on YouTube, you create a, like Uncle John had two, I have two, three, you can check it here. I have two, three different members pages or membership levels, I would say. Like Uncle John had two membership levels earlier. You can have a membership level for $5 $6 for the pay-per-view or whatever the amount you want, and it would really help with it. Like how simple it is, go to any channel, click on the join button, and then find the stream and join live. That is really simple. It would really boost the numbers of pay-per-view sales to, I would say, at least 40%. And YouTube will take 30% of that, but still the net profit would be higher and a lot more pay-per-view sales. And plus, half, not half, but at least 20% of the members would forget to cancel the membership. So YouTube automatically deducts the amount. So if you, half of them would, not half, 20 25% of them would forget to cancel the membership, and then you'll get more revenue if you want it. It was getting really difficult to speak. Okay, it is almost 55 minutes now. So when it is about at 57 minutes, please do not type any new messages, so I cannot really close the chat unless I have read all the messages. And if you keep on typing, I'll have to keep going on. So it is a humble request, please don't type anything after 58 minutes. Thank you very much for the support. Where was I? John is the goat overall, but in certain parameters he was never the best or the greatest, but overall he's still the man, right? Agreed, 100%. John versus Ron, perfect. But it doesn't really create that much hype because people have already seen it, that these matches like 100 times, John versus Ron. Right now, we want something different and new. The issue, Pradeep, is that under your GOAT parameters, it is a snapshot and is a function of sport size, knowledge, money, and technology. This changes and evolves through time. Okay, I agree, kind of. Put a live chick on both pin pads to raise the stakes. Okay, thoughts. Put a live chick. What is chick here? I'm hoping you did not was not trying to type check on both pin pads to raise the stakes. Oh, referees, I cannot understand your comment. Michael Monster Toddler. Prototype I. Hermes beats Devon, maybe. Cats Bond. What do you think of the match between Jerome Loud versus Pavlo? Seems to match under the radar. I'm making a video about it, and you should watch the video to know what I think. I think it was a good match. Jerome has Pavlo had too much side pressure for him. That's what I would say. And endurance also. Jerome was faster, but where was I? I lost the chat again. He said he is strong as ever. Michael agreed with him. Okay. John said he's as strong as ever. Michael agreed with him. I have to see that. Bruce Leroy. Hermes and Devon would be so exciting, right? If Devon has time, yeah, he beats Hermes. If Devon has time, Devon is a full time arm wrestler. He has all of the time in this world. But Ron Bath was able to beat Pavlo after Pavlo won against Jerome Roud. Right? Agreed. It was after the super match. All time great. I mean, you can compete either 4 times in a year or prepare for only one fight every year. Of course, the guy who fights once will be stronger. Agreed again. All time great. Okay, ATG is all time great basically. Thanks, human. Thanks for teaching me something new. Devon, Dubai version beats Hermes easily, I think. I like the way you see things, the most realistic and not biased person in arm wrestling community, I would say. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. And I made this post. Maybe you saw that. Maybe some of you guys saw that. I've been called a Michael Todd hater for supporting Devon, and Devon hater for supporting Michael, or for some other reasons, hater of North Americans because now I support Europeans, and biased North American reporter because I only cover North American news. I've been called and an Indian hater too. People think that I hate India too because once I said on Devon's podcast, Devon's interview, when Devon called me on his channel, I said that Indians have a really great potential, really great earning potential, making a career in arm wrestling. Because like in India here, $600, $500 are sufficient for you to make a living. Like you, your wife, and one children, $600 could be just sufficient to make a living. That is how much blessed we are if we get to live here and present ourselves to the outer world, where money, where $500-$600 isn't that much. So like the AdSense, I was talking about AdSense. Indian, for 1,000 Indian views, you get around 40 cents, 30 cents maybe. And for 1,000 views from Australia or North America, Canada, USA, you get around what? About $5, I would say. $4, $5. So that much is the difference. About almost 8 to 10 times. So that this is what I was talking about. And an Indian living in Canada who makes a living by calling Indians, telling Indians to leave their country and settle in Canada. He was telling me that I disrespected India and Indians. That was amazing to hear. Okay, 59 minutes. Please, please, guys, I request you till I read all the comments. Please do not type any new comments. Otherwise, I won't be able to finish this live stream. Sorry, bro. No problem, brother. Did you make a new account? You didn't tell me. Who have potential to win WAF World Championship from India in any weight category? The If there is going to be a person first, it is he is going to be from a very lightweight category. Heavyweights, no chance at all. Like I'm very clear about things, and these things hurt some Indians when I say that like India does not have the genetics to produce heavyweight champions in arm wrestling, which is true. Like the average weight in India is male weight is around 60 kilos, and when I say these type of things, they think I'm disrespecting my own country. No, I'm just being practical. Like I said earlier, I'm very clear with my perspective, what I want to say or what I want to do. Like no, if you ask me, can India produce heavyweight champions in arm wrestling? No, maybe not till 20-30 years at least. But in lightweights, the level is getting higher. Still, I asked Akash Kumar, who's one of the best in India at 70 kilos. He wanted a match with Rahul Panekar. So I asked him, what do you think about? Maybe I should release that video on my channel. What do you think about the level of arm wrestling in India compared to other countries, Europe or North America? And he was very practical about that. He said that even in WL, the level is higher than our country. You cannot deny that. And in Europe, there are different level. So this is what I have to say. So what was the question? I forgot the question. World Win WAF World Championship from India in any weight category? Right now, no. But Manoj Devnath is a 63 kg arm wrestler. I don't know what the level was at the China Championship in 2000, China Open in 2019, I guess, where John Brezink was also there. Levan was also there for the top eight. China Open. He won silver in that Open in 63 kg left-handed. So this has been, and India has some world champions, but in para arm wrestling, disabled categories, India has world champions as far as I remember. But in seniors, no, not right now. Yes, watch video. What video? Hermes Gasparini versus Irakli. What's your opinion, bro? Arshad Khan. Hermes Gasparini is way too big for Irakli. He outweighs him by at least 20 kilos. Brian Lee, Pradeep, do you think Khalid not being interested in arm wrestling is one of the biggest what ifs ever? He was a great. He was great. His genetics for the sport is insanely phenomenal, and it is a waste to not to see how good he can be. Like he can be amazing. Even even as a beginner, his hand was like really top. I would say top 20, 13, top 30 in the world, definitely for sure. Maybe even top 20. His hand. I'm only talking about his hand. Like Schoolboy cannot take his wrist. Michael Todd cannot take his wrist. Devon had to take at least 30-40 seconds to take his wrist. He had a really good hand. Yes, and I do want to see him, but not happening. And he looks really sloppy. Have you seen him practicing MMA? I don't like. Let's try to be honest again. Like Devon boxing and Khalid doing MMA looked same to me, same level. Ermi is greater than Irakli, right? Pradeep, what is your opinion on the King's move? I love the King's move. I have nothing against the King's move. And a weaker opponent, I'm assuming a King's mover is a weaker opponent, being able to beat a stronger opponent within the rules is really amazing part of the sport. That is why I love the King's move. And who doesn't like it when a weaker guy beats a stronger guy? But it has to be in the rules. I'm against the King's move. Like when the referees are thinking again, like the referees like Bartod are talking with themselves whether to call a foul or not. Watching, let's see if that goes to a pin or not. Then I'll think about calling a foul. I don't like that. Just follow the rules, and King's move is fine. I have a problem with non-strict rules though. Like everyone complaining, oh, he just called a micro foul. For some reason, the word micro foul pisses me off completely. Like, what is a micro foul? Either it is a foul or it is not a foul. Learn to keep your elbow on the pad. What is a micro foul? I like strict refereeing, to be clear, like very strict refereeing. Like Usain Bolt was out of the IAAF championships when he fall started in 2011, and it was still entertaining. Like when arm wrestlers complain that arm wrestling won't be exciting if we strictly follow the rules. No, Usain Bolt was out for 2 years for just one false start. Should they allow them calling it as a micro false start? Can you imagine hearing a word like micro false start and it should be allowed in swimming or athletics or in any other sport? No, or in cricket when you are bowling, it was a micro no ball. Your feet was just 1 inch ahead of the line. No, there is no such thing as micro foul in any other sport except for arm wrestling, unfortunately. Please, another request, guys. Please do not type further messages. Do you think Quickvinia will lose against Hermes? I already answered that, Mohammad Hassan. I already answered that. Maybe, yes, I think I'm confident in that. And Hermes will have to press. He cannot beat Quickvinia just with a top roll. Top roll followed by press. Kind of what Ryan Bowen did to that Brazilian. What was his name? I'm forgetting names, man. In WL. John and Michael were talking about them possibly having a pay per view match in yesterday's video. I have watched that video halfway through and I'll finish it. Remy, I think a 300 pounds Devon that trusts his fundamentals can beat Dave Chaffee without King's move. I always thought he could, especially if he commits his shoulder. And the WL match left a sour taste, right? I too think that if the Dubai Devon 2021 May 28th Devon shows up against Dave Chaffee under strict PAL rules, I think Devon still wins that match, but that match, even while Devon being stronger than before, would still look like exactly the same as the WL match. He would still be all stretched out, but he will be able to beat Dave Chaffee in the strict rules as well if he's as strong as he was on May 28th. But I think the match will look still the same. Like your streams, keep up the great work, Dave. Thank you very much. Aaron Bordrew, what's your favorite movie, Pradeep? Man, these are the questions that are really difficult for me. I know I said earlier I'm able to answer everything in one word, but these are the difficult questions. I would say that my for me a good movie is what involves me in it. Like I feel like I have to survive this. Of course, the survival movies. I would say Fury Road 2015. That was one of my favorite movies. Todd Hutchings versus Cody Merritt left-handed. Todd Hutchings versus Cody Merritt. Not even close, man. Cody Merritt would pin Todd Hutchings 1,000 times in a row. Maybe not 1,000. Todd has a great endurance, but 50 times in a row, I would say. Billy Shab. It is. Is it true that John Brezink beat God in arm wrestling? Maybe. Cardboard vessel. Tim Bresnan versus Evgeny Prudnik. Yeah, that match is delayed because Evgeny Prudnik could not really recover from COVID. So this match was supposed to happen in this month, I guess, but it is not happening because maybe Prudnik is also going to get disqualified from top 8 if he is not able to recover. Carol 3R, the rules should be clear and enforced, but not super strict. No, for some reason I do not agree with that comment. Alan Guerra, yes, Alan Guerra, performance enhancing pancakes. I watched your video to get some reference for the Eric Spoto video that I'm making, but I watched it in 2x and really, like, I was really in a hurry going downstairs and watching a video in 2x doesn't really work well. So sorry, brother, I don't remember what you said. Thomas, got some good views, about 9,000 views. I checked. Great for you. What's your name? Performance enhancing pancakes. No, I'll ask you later. No comments after that. So Thomas, he will beat Quickvinia just with a top roll. Gennady is just a product of Devon's hype. Yes, I too agree with Devon's hype in that case. I definitely do. And I even mentioned in somewhere in the comments, like somebody said that Gennady is a different beast right now. Like I'm like, how do you know he's a different beast? Just because he grew a beard? Last time we saw him compete, he did not have a beard. And right now he has a thick beard. Really good, fine looking beard. And beard definitely gives you an impression. Like Ryan Bowen had a small beard. He still looked like a kind of a beast in that beard, and he looked like a baby after he shaved it. So maybe same thing is going on with Gennady. If he shaves beard, nobody would call him a beast. He would still look like the 2018 Gennady. I don't think there is any difference in Gennady Quickvinia's physique. Maybe he was competing in tested events at that time and not now. Maybe 5-10 kilos, but not much difference. I think more hype, the hype, I would say equally because of Devon Leggett and his beard. 50-50% goes to that hype. I don't think he's a different beast. Maybe not even as strong as 2017 or 16 because of his wrist or whatever injury he had. Marvin Alex, maybe you joined recently. I asked everyone not to type. 60 years of competitive arm wrestling and only three people out of 300,000 can barely support their family. Right. Marvin Alex, I'm going to tell you a shocking thing here for you right now. In a year from now, 1 year from now, I can support my family financially from arm wrestling without even competing. Right now, I'm making about $550, which is still enough for me and my wife to live. Like $500, 550, enough. I can be a full-time arm wrestler professional. I can be. I asked Ryan SP and what was his partner's name, Jeff Frank. I asked Ryan SP and Jeff Frank. They were talking about professional arm wrestlers, and I said I don't think there is any professional arm wrestler, because a professional arm wrestler or any professional athlete should not be a YouTuber or a TikToker. If Ryan Bowen has to struggle 12 hours a day on YouTube, how can you call him a professional arm wrestler? If you take that route, then I can also be a professional arm wrestler. I can, if I make 800 $700, it is enough for me and my family to make a living. So would you call me a professional arm wrestler? That is what I asked Ryan SP, and he said that maybe we will call you a professional YouTuber. Then why Ryan Bowen is not a professional YouTuber? Just because he competes also? I think a professional should be who gets paid enough with sponsorships and sports contracts. That is what we should call a professional arm wrestler. If you call Ryan Bowen a professional arm wrestler or anyone else, then I'm also a professional arm wrestler, because I'm well capable. I will be well capable in 1 more year to make a living from arm wrestling. Alex, what was the name? I forgot. Not Alex. Marvin Alex, yes. Maybe I answered your question. No, it wasn't really conscious. Andrea Jack Valdez, please guys, do not comment. He is not pulling in WAF. That's what changed. If you know what I mean. Yes, pancakes you mean. Dimki Lago. Gennady was fat and smaller. Gennady is way bigger and lift heavy. Yes, this could be attributed to the whatever Jake Valdez is saying, the WAF and non-tested events. But still, Gennady is way bigger. Yeah, I said about 5-10 kilos. Maybe I don't think he has gained more than 10 kilos. I think Gennady will beat Hermes. I would say chances are 60-40. Okay. So I'm quite sure you are saying that he's going to beat him similar way he beat Levan, with a jammed elbow and a flat wrist flop press. But Gennady is the only one who pins Levan now, but in practice matches, Levan is a Gennady practice matches. You can say that Hermes has, Irakli has also pinned Levan if you're talking about practice matches. Levan has to get a workout out of these matches. Strict arm wrestling rules make it more of a sport, but non-strict rules make more like WWE. It depends on what you want, right? We can still be highly entertaining even with the, like, WL. Let's talk about WL. In that video, in that rule set, you have three fouls. I don't understand the reason of the need of having the need to have a running foul when you already have three fouls. Like, you have already overcompensated. Two fouls were not enough for the entertainment value. You don't want a match to end on fouls, so that is why you have three fouls, right? And now you have a running foul also. So how long can a match get? Like, one guy can get two fouls, other guy can get two fouls. One round can start more than 5 times. So that is what I don't like, overcompensation in everything. Three, either running foul or either three fouls. One should be enough, not both. Thank you for your analysis, Marvin Alex. Thank you much. You need 10, what is that, 100,000 a year to live in California. I was talking about a month, five. Yes, maybe that much I need there. Yeah, true. So yes, 600, 700. That is about my salary from my job also. About a little bit less than 600, and from my YouTube, 550, almost 600 sometimes. So you can call me a professional arm wrestler from now on. If you follow that argument. Again, saying again, Professional arm wrestler should be who does not have to grind on YouTube for 10 hours a day. He should be able to make a living, in my opinion, obviously. He should be able to make a living from his sports contracts and brand deals like some Instagram guys does. They are talking and a product is placed here or just promoting a. This is what I call a professional arm wrestler, not grinding on YouTube for hours. Shambhu Barai. Technically, arm wrestling is a really popular activity, however, not a very popular sport. Thank you guys. 95 likes. I'm going to end this in about 30 seconds. If 5 of you haven't liked this video yet, please can we take that number to 100? That would be really appreciated. I'm waiting. If the number doesn't increase in next 98, thanks very much, guys. I'll have to wait. Did I miss any chat? 101. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks. Bye bye. Jay. These are the best part. Best part. Like live streams are the best part of communication. Thanks for interacting. Kar diya like. Thanks. Thanks very much.